Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk.
Sir.
Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. Had a random idea for a video today, but today I kind of wanted to break down the cosmetics that we have here in Fortnite. Now, I have an entire video dedicated to the history of cosmetics, so if you want more information on that, definitely check out that video. That was one of my better videos, I would like to say. Think of this like a beginner video. Like if you're just starting off in Fortnite and you're very confused on what the cosmetics are like, this is definitely the video for you. So let's start off with the skins. Obviously, this is the #1 thing people always like to go for, are the skins. You start off as a default character, and not many people like being a default. There's many ways you can actually get cosmetics in Fortnite. Buying the battle pass is probably the easiest way to get a lot of skins in your repertoire. You could also go to the item shop and buy skins from uncommon to legendary status. Uncommon are 800 V-Bucks, and then legendary skins are around 1800 to 2000 V-Bucks, depending on what the skin is. If you want the most possible skins imaginable at the cheapest price, usually you want to go for the battle pass, but you can get a good amount of skins from just $10. And the best thing is too, you earn V-Bucks. And if you don't spend those V-Bucks anywhere else, if you just keep them for yourself, you can afford every other battle pass moving forward. They give you almost 2 times the amount of V-Bucks you actually had to pay for the original battle pass. So that is probably the best way you can obtain skins. There's over 980 skins at the time I'm recording this video. There's a lot of skins for you to choose from. There's male skins, there's female skins, there's animal skins, there's mech skins. There's all different kinds of skins, and you're definitely gonna find at least one that you will actually gravitate towards. Now with the item shop, this is where you can get the most random assortment of skins, and these are all, besides the uncommon skins, they're more expensive than the entire battle pass, so they make them a bit more of a premium skin, I guess you can say. And the majority of skins actually come from the item shop, so if you want to make yourself stand out a little bit more than usual, you might want to pick up a skin from the item shop. Now I wouldn't recommend rushing it. I've heard the stories about people not wanting to be a default and they just want to be accepted by the general Fortnite player base whenever they play like Squadsville or even in like Party Royale. So the best thing you can do is just wait for that one skin to come out and you'll pretty much be set, because that's the thing. You can only run one skin at a time, which makes it a little bit more difficult for you to kind of flash out your combo to people because you only have one skin. And as we get to it, there's so many other cosmetics in the game that actually allow you to kind of show off a little bit more, but you can only run one skin at a time. There's some skins that are rarer than others. There's skins that are exclusive for getting different consoles and phone bundles. And also, lastly, Fortnite also introduces these skin tournaments kind of often. So if you want a skin for free, you can participate in these tournaments and you have a chance to actually win a skin completely for free. And even during the Christmas time nowadays, it seems like Fortnite gives out 2 free skins so long as you play the game and actually get your challenges done. You can actually get some free skins as well. So Fortnite is very consumer friendly when it comes to this sort of thing regarding skins in the game. I guess because they get so much support on skins anyway, they don't really feel like they need to kind of hold back on giving you stuff. So very nice of them to do that. The next section here you have is back blings. Now back blings basically just go on your back. They are a back bling. That's really just what it comes down to. There's a bunch of different back blings for doing different challenges. There's a lot of different ones for battle pass, item shop as well. It's pretty much the exact same as skins. You can only run one at a time. There's some back blings that are actually pets, which are pretty cool. There's also ones for reactiveness, meaning they kind of react to what you do in game, and it really depends on what back bling you're running. There's ones that track your kills. There's ones that just glow in the dark. There's ones that make an animation when you get an elimination, when you get hit. There's a lot of different back blings that really kind of offer up a lot in terms of combo potential. My favorite back bling personally is the 6-string, because I think that the guitar is really cool and it kind of makes every Fortnite skin look like a rock star. So personally to me, 6-string is my favorite go-to back bling, but I've noticed that a lot of people don't like running back blings, and that's totally fine. You are not required to run a back bling. Next thing we'll go over here is the pickaxes, or the harvesting tools as they're called in game. So these are what you use to basically destroy the environment in Fortnite, and you can use your materials to make different kinds of forts, ramps, all that good stuff. Now these are actually very important to your character. There's some that are loud, there's some that are quiet, there's some that are reactive again. There's a lot of different pickaxes out there. There's also ones that are one-handed, there's ones that are dualies. Most of the ones though are ones where you just hold them with 2 hands, and honestly that's probably the best way the pickaxes have been handled. There's a lot of different colors, there's a lot of different sort of things you can do with the pickaxes, and me personally, I find that most of the battle pass pickaxes to be kind of bad. They just feel a little bit disposable to me. A lot of the ones in the item shop do not feel very disposable, so once again, item shop is usually your go-to if you want to try to get like a super unique pickaxe. But at the same time, they don't really bring out too many unique pickaxes, so there's graphs and diagrams out there in case you want to know what are the rarest cosmetics in the game. You just kind of have to be lucky with item shop rotation. That's really how it is. And yeah, I do think that a lot of the pickaxes, the better ones, are in the item shop, but we just don't see a whole lot in terms of variety. But they are still something you're going to use in game all the time, unless you're playing a game in creative where there's no building and there's no harvesting. Besides that, you're going to be using your pickaxe almost all the time. Next thing we have here is the gliders. Now, gliders are actually some of the most pointless cosmetics that we actually have in the game. Gliders allow you to deploy from the battle bus when you first start a match, and that's basically it. There's times where if you go to the power plant, you can actually go inside of it and actually glide out of it. There's other times where you're actually given a glider redeploy ability, which is mainly focused on Team Rumble, and as well as that, when you die in Team Rumble and you spawn in, you also deploy your glider. So gliders in that case are really good, but if you're just playing the normal Battle Royale game, because there's no launch pads and because there's no glider redeploy, there really isn't too much point to gliders. And most people just gravitate towards the free umbrellas you get for getting wins. So gliders are not a super important collectible to have. You really don't need to rush out to the item shop to get a really good glider because you'll get a good one after getting a win anyway. And yeah, most of them just feel a little bit pointless because you just barely use them. Next thing we have here is the contrails, which actually, I must apologize, contrails are definitely the worst cosmetic that we have. And again, I'm not trying to shame on the contrails. I think they're pretty cool. When you fall from the battle bus, you see a gliding contrail from your hands or from your feet or from both. Now, the issue lies here is that it's only once per game, jumping out of the battle bus, and that's it. Now, surprisingly, Team Rumble does also show your contrail every time you glide back in, but they're not super important to your cosmetic layout. I wouldn't be surprised if just a lot of people decide to not even run contrails. Most people just run the ones they get in the battle pass, and they're not an afterthought, but they just aren't really used all that much, and I feel like it's probably the weakest cosmetic that we have in Fortnite. The next thing we have here is emotes, easily the most flexible and probably what everyone likes to get in Fortnite. Once you have a skin you like, now you just need some emotes that you like. And the best thing about emotes is that you can run all of them at once. They have an infinite wheel where you can basically just scroll through all of your emotes. You can favorite the ones you like the most and they will appear first. And that's insanely cool. Emotes are some of the most popular things in Fortnite. Dare I say that emotes might be more popular than skins? I'm not entirely sure if I fully believe that, but emotes are something that a lot of people want to get, especially with the recent item shop rotation where they gave us a bunch of vaulted emotes. I saw a lot of people using those emotes because they're super well done, and it really does make sense that people like gravitating towards emotes because they can just run them all the time while running one skin. Emotes are still used for a lot of different scenarios. They're used for toxic purposes, they're used for skits even, they're even used for thumbnails. Like for example, I use emotes for all my thumbnails. Whenever I pick a skin out and I make a thumbnail with it, they're usually doing emotes. That's what I usually have them doing, and most of the uncommon emotes are really good for that. And there's also dances, there's also iconic dances that are taken from a lot of different artists, as well as the music actually being copyrighted now. Most emotes that we get nowadays are copyrighted songs, and that was something that we didn't really see with Fortnite for a while. And while I do think it's a little bit weird to hear them, because I would actually just rather Fortnite just kind of bring us their original music, because they made really good emotes back in the day with original music, but they're still pretty cool. I won't deny that. The next things we have here are wraps, and I firmly believe that wraps are starting to lose their luster just that little bit. So wraps are used on your weaponry. You can put them on your vehicles, your ARs, your submachine guns, your shotguns, your snipers, your pistols, and even your rocket launchers. And that's pretty cool in theory, and honestly, I think they are still really good. They come in animated, they come in reactive, they come in just normal plain, and that's just really it. That's really what it comes down to in terms of wraps. But besides that, there isn't too much else with them. more often than not, you'll probably find one wrap you'll like and you'll probably put them on all your weapons and then just kind of forget about wraps. They are one of the weirder cosmetics for you to collect, especially because you can't really shuffle through all your wraps while you're playing the game. You could put multiple wraps on different weapons, so you could put golden clouds on the ARs, and then you could put like white dragon on the shotguns, but it just seems like people kind of gravitate towards one wrap and then they just put it on all their weapons. I could be wrong with that, but that's typically what I do. And yeah, I think wraps are pretty neat. We've had them for quite a while, but I kind of want to see wraps go in the legendary direction. I think it'd be really cool if we got wraps that like transformed your gun to make them look really cool. I mean, we've seen this with like Valorant and Call of Duty. I think Fortnite should really do that. I think that would be a really neat idea. But wraps, like I said, you're pretty much one and done. For the most part, you find the wraps you like and then you kind of just don't think about any other wraps, because none of the wraps that we get nowadays seem super duper good. I mean, they are really good. I really do appreciate their hard work on making these cosmetics for us, but if I had to be honest with you, it's like, you know, they're okay. Skins are always my favorite thing to collect over anything else, but wraps I think are pretty well done. Next thing here on your locker is going to be the banner. The banner allows you to pick 44 different colors and a whole bunch of different icons that you can earn in Save the World, Battle Royale, wherever. Mostly you're gonna get them in the battle passes, and these banners are actually really customizable and pretty neat. Now, the only issue with them is that you're really not gonna get much out of these unless you run skins like the banner skins. And don't get me wrong, those skins are pretty good, but I don't see many people running the banner skins, and for kind of good reason. They don't have a whole lot of personality to them. The personality comes from the banner, and unless you're running a banner that is super rare or original, most people are just not really gonna care about them. Now, my personal favorite use of the banners is with the banner shield. It's a back bling and it's only 400 V-Bucks, and you're able to run any color and any different emblem that you have on your shield, and that's really cool for combos. Really easy to make combos with that, and it's just a nice slim back bling to have. And I recommend everyone get the banner shield. I'm being honest with you, I think they are super good, but really only for that. There isn't too much else you can do with the banners and the banner colors. There's some different instances you can use them, but just not a whole lot of them. The next thing we have here is the music. Now, music is actually pretty good here in Fortnite. They have a lot of different tracks for you to choose from. It's kind of weird though how they have them. It's not like you go on Spotify and you just turn it on and hit play. They come around in the battle pass, and they also come around in the item shop, and you just have a limited amount of time before they rotate out of the item shop, which is weird how they handle the music packs, but overall I still think they are really neat. They're really only useful for the main menu. And also when you get a win, you will hear the music that you do have, so that's pretty cool. But most people just run no music because you're spending 200 V-Bucks for music that you could, honestly, you could just look it up on your phone. You could look it up on your PC and just listen to it that way. They're not super important for you to purchase, and that's really about it. They're not really useful for much else. I would like to see an emote where if you turn on a boombox, like we have a boombox emote, but if we have like another emote where it plays whatever music pack we have on, or give us an option to pick whichever music pack we want that we own, I think that'd be pretty cool. But besides that, there just isn't a whole lot to the music packs. They are very good in quality, and I really do appreciate Fortnite's original soundtracks because they are really good. And that's really all I have to say about the music packs. And then finally, we have the loading screens. Now, the loading screens I actually really do appreciate. I kind of feel like a lot of people take the loading screens for granted, or they don't really use them that much. And I can kind of understand it. You see it during the loading screen when you start up any match, and that's really it. You don't see them for anything else. So I really can't blame people for not really thinking that the loading screens are that important at all. But they're really cool, especially the old school ones where you can kind of see the story progressing in the seasons. Nowadays, we don't really get loading screens like that. We just get loading screens based off of the skins in the battle pass, which are cool, but I really did like the ones, especially in like chapter 1 season 4, when you had like all the Omega ones and all the superheroes and stuff like that. Like, those were really cool story driven loading screens. Nowadays, we just don't really get loading screens like that, which is kind of a shame, but that's really it. I think loading screens are okay, but they're definitely not ones that I see many people caring about. Are they more worthless than contrails? Maybe. I'm not sure, because at least you see the contrails more often than the loading screens, but I will never take the art behind loading screens for granted. They always look fantastic, And that's really it. I wanted to just kind of break down the cosmetics that we have here in Fortnite as a random video idea, I don't know. But that's really it for the video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on the bell just so you get all my latest uploads. And if you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITF. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic day or night, everyone. See ya.
If I had the choice between doing what you said or just being me, I'd choose me, at least for right now, 'cause deep down I'm the one who knows what's right for me. I need help.